I accidentally noticed that I totally forgot about my camera for 2 weeks or something like that. It's not that it's bad, or I don't know how to say it, but it happened. So I decided to make a video today. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm lost in my skills, or how to say it. I'm going to start this day with jogging as usually do, and morning exercise. And actually I want to test the stabilizer on the video camera. Will it be possible to make a video on the run? Because it is kind of convenient to do it on the bicycle, but I never tried to make a video on the run, so it's a good decision to do it today. Maybe not a good decision, something like that. Good chance, yeah, good chance. So let's do it. So let's set the stabilizer. I'm not sure that it's a good idea to film on the run, because yeah, it's kind of hard. I would better do it like another time. But I think the stabilizer will not, how to say, do its job. The video will be not, how to say, plain. So yeah, it was not a good idea to film on the run. 2 kilometers jogging, and a little exercise is enough for the morning. So I'm coming back home. I actually don't have any plans for today. It's Sunday, so let's see what I can do. One of the best, how to say, features of the morning exercise, it's especially on Sundays, that it's empty. Everything is empty outside. Nobody's here except me. And I'm talking not only about the pedestrians, also about the vehicles. The air is so fresh today, so fresh. Yeah, Sunday is great in that point of view. Great. But actually I forgot about my camera, not that accidentally, I think, because it's cold outside. It's a bit, how to say it, it's not comfortable to make a video to use a camera outside the house, because the hands is cold, yeah, and the face and the wind is everywhere. It's, how to say it, convenient to spend the day on foot outside, but using a bicycle, no. Using a bicycle is not convenient, so I'm going outside much, how to say it, seldom, rare than I have done in the summer. But it's normal for this time of the year. It's normal. I think that I maybe can make videos inside the room, not outside, because it's nothing to film outside now. Yeah, nothing, at least nothing. But inside the room is also nothing interesting is happening, just a daily routine and nothing more. But it's better than nothing. Yeah, better than nothing. So maybe I can try to film something inside the room, maybe. But I don't really know what to film. Some cleaning or, yeah, just daily routine and nothing more. And the street is still empty, even outside the park. Interesting. Let's see, it's 5 degrees now, 8 AM. Good. And so empty and fresh. Yeah, Sunday is good. Maybe I can go somewhere today. Maybe. It's cold actually. Maybe some museum. Yeah. No. Visiting museum on the weekend is not a good idea. I would better do it in the middle of the week, because today will be so many, how to say it, visitors in the city center, so many people. It's much comfortable to do it to do it when everybody's on their jobs. Yeah, on the weekdays. I think so. Maybe for somebody who like crowds, it would be better to do it today, but as for me, it's better to do it when it's free in the city. But the vehicles, the streets are empty. There's no vehicles on the weekend, and that can be, how to say it, a good point of this day, because it's kinda, as I remember from the summer, of course, it's very comfortable to move through the city on the weekend, because the streets are empty. Literally no one's here except some pedestrians there and there, two of them, and that's all. This street is unique because the lamps are white here, LED lamps. Very strange to see LED lamps in this area. Very strange, just like a foreign country or something like that, because everything is yellow, orange, but some streets are white. The last time in October, I remember that I was talking about the leaves on the trees, and so I can see that some trees are with leaves, are still with leaves, but most of them are without. Not for some reason, because it's cold, yeah, for that reason, but some trees are still with leaves. They are kinda dead, kinda frozen, but they exist actually. So I see that here the street is also empty. Nobody is here. Cool, yeah, Sunday morning is cool, but it's only on the winter and fall, autumn especially. Oh, I see two pedestrians. Interesting how to say it, because in the summer, even on Sunday, there are a lot of people hanging around the city, but during the cold period nobody is going around, at least nobody, because it's not comfortable outside, absolutely not. Before coming home, I usually doing some pull-ups or lifting. I don't know how to say it. I mean, yeah. And by the way, the fallen trees near my house are, how to say it, repaired, hardly repaired. And I think that they can still be alive next year. I hope so. But I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe will not. Let's see, next year, next spring. So let's see, what can I film inside the room? Shower? Maybe no. Maybe... So let's start with the window. I usually open the window after the jogging, because the room needs some fresh air, some aeration or ventilation, hard to say. It's possible to use a fan actually, but sometimes I prefer to open the window with this useful device, because this umbrella is very useful, because it's impossible to open it without it, because it's so high. So transform the bed, no, after the shower. Let's start. And when I can make some food, yeah. And when I can make some food, and maybe to repair something, a pillow, or I actually forgot what I was going to repair. So let's choose it after the shower. Yeah, I'm kinda lazy. Not lazy, kinda sleepy in the morning for some reason. But it's normal this time of the year. Kinda normal. And so finally the shower needs to be dry to stay clean. Dry, especially the floor and the metallic shining parts. So let's make it dry. So let's begin with the food. At first I have to boil some water for the meat. I'm going to make a food for today and for tomorrow now. So this thing. Nothing interesting here actually. So let's just do it. 4 cups of water and the meat. So when I'm adding some salt and let's get the meat. Let's try it at first. Yeah, it's kinda good. So, and when the meat from my giant storage. The portion of meat 150 grams. So let's, yeah, not so easy to do it with the one hand. So 250 grams of pork for 1.5 liter, yeah, 1.5 liter of water. Let's wait when it's boiled and when I can transform the bed into the couch. Good. So let's make some breakfast. Breakfast is bread with an apple jam, as always, because I have a lot of apple jam, so I'm eating it very often. Yeah. So I see it's boiling, yeah, so I can cover it, set the low power and set the timer. 1.5 hours will be enough, but maybe 2 hours, yeah. I can cook it for 2 hours. It's very convenient to live in 21st century when I can just set a timer and it will be cooked and just do the things that I want to do. Very convenient. So let's have some breakfast. And when I think that I'm going to do, I actually remembered that one of my towels is broken, so I'm going to sew it after the breakfast. Yeah, good idea. Undoubtedly, good idea. So let's turn on the sounds. How to say it? The soundtrack for this day. Just how to say it? Background music, background sound. Let's imagine that I'm in the middle of the forest. Yeah, and let's begin. This thing is need to be repaired. It's not too much to tailor today, or how to say it, to make up. Let's begin. I need a needle, I need a thread. So, but it's impossible to do it using the one hand, so it's impossible to record it, unfortunately. Perfect. So, I hope that it will not be broken again, ever. I also noticed that the heater, or how to say it, radiator, is kinda dirty. Needs an intensive cleaning, so I think I'll do it just right now. Good idea. I don't actually know how to clean it because there is an electronic inside, and so, but it's impossible to clean it without water. Well, let's try the soap at first. Yeah, the soap, and maybe after that some, let's say, hard chemicals. But let's begin with the soap. So yeah, here it is. So finally, just the soap and the hot water was enough to make it almost clean. Maybe not 100%, but to make it 100% clean, it's needed to repaint it, yeah, because there are scratches and something like that. Or use strong chemicals to remove this spot and that spot, because, well, it's impossible to remove it just using the water and the soap, but it's absolutely appropriate for daily use. So, good. Now I think I will go back to cooking, yeah, go back to cooking. Good idea. At first I have to clean the growths, the grains. Yeah, 2 cups will be enough for it. It's also possible to add some spices. Yeah, some spices to improve the taste a little bit. Good idea. Why not? Why not? It's not really necessary what spice to add because they all have a good taste, in my point of view. So let's continue washing. So it's time to set a timer again and wait for another half an hour for the meal. Yeah, very convenient. Very convenient. Cooking is very easy using this device. Very easy. And the broth, how to say it? Broth, or is this word even correct? This liquid, I mean, from the meat is very useful. Makes food delicious, or fat. Yeah, fat. Very convenient. I decided to continue on cleaning and to clean the microwave. It's not that it's dirty or something like that, but there is a lot of fat inside, as usual, because it's a cooking device. So yeah, I think I should clean it using the soap, using just the soap. Yeah, but it's actually not that bad. Yeah, not that bad. Perfect. Fat is the most, how would say it, the biggest problem in the kitchen. But fortunately the humanity invented the soap, so it's not that bad. It's easy to fight with it. And also the mirror. I have to clean the mirror. Maybe I can just use the soap. Yeah, why not? Today I think it will be the cleaning day, but I actually want to go somewhere. If the rain is not going to start after the meal, yeah. I see that 1 minute left on the timer, so my meal would be ready after maybe not 1 minute. Something like, yeah, it's ready now. So I can eat it and go somewhere. Maybe I can read something outside, not so far away from home, because I don't know, or maybe I can go to the city center today. I don't know yet. I'll decide it later. So it's time to clean the stove, the kitchen range, or how to call it, and to eat. Yeah, to finally eat and decide what to do next. Because it's the middle of the day, so I can see. Maybe not the middle of the day, but not far from it. So let's just do it. So let's have a simple lunch and then go outside. Yeah, I see that it's dry, it's still dry outside. But the forecast says that it will be rainy in the evening, so I think I will go not so far from home, maybe to the park or to the square in the neighborhood. Yeah, that's a good choice, I think. After the meal, of course. It's actually not the best weather to spend the day outside, but I decided to spend 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, sitting on the bench in the local square. Nothing bad. But the problem is the rain. I think that it could start again because it's wet outside. It was rainy 1 hour ago, but now it's wet, so I don't think that would be a problem. And if it starts, I can just go back home. Just go back home and that's all. Here is the bench, but it's wet as I expected. So I need to use a towel, or maybe not. Yeah, probably yes. Probably I have to. Very useful. Because now it's dry, and I think it will be dry for even in the future, how to say it. I actually hope so. And the book. Not literally the book, but Well, I use this device to read books actually. Perfect. I hope it will be still dry even after an hour, after 2 hours, because actually it's not that cold now, 5 degrees or something like that. Yeah, and the air is fresh because of the lack of the vehicles everywhere, and I see the helicopter flying somewhere ahead. Interesting actually. So let's begin. And so, as I expected, it's absolutely uncomfortable to spend more than 1 hour outside because it's really cold. So I think I will go back home and think about, I don't know, what I want to do next. Maybe some jogging, or maybe just continue reading in the warm room. I don't know yet, actually. But yeah, unfortunately in November, weekdays, no, today is not a weekday. Weekend is not that interesting that it could be, that it was in summer, unfortunately. But there is no choice. It couldn't be summer for the whole year in this area, actually. After the cold outside, I want to eat something sweet. I mean apple jam. I've got so much apple jam that I can eat it, I don't know, 5 times a day. Yeah, it's very convenient to have so many apple jam because it's delicious and sweet. Very pleasant. So I see it's at least 4 hours, 16 hours, so I don't know what am I going to do next. I'm choosing between jogging and continue reading. I don't know what to choose. Let's sit and then decide. Yeah, good choice. So I finally decided to read for another 1 hour or maybe 40 minutes and then go outside, and when go outside to run, to jogging, to jog, yeah, maybe 7 laps or 5 laps or something like that. After 40 or 50 minutes I'm going to start, but now I'm going to continue reading and then to begin jogging. Yeah, good decision to do the both of activities that I wanted to do. Good decision. Unfortunately the rain started, so I have no other choice but to continue on reading because it's kinda impossible, kinda hard to jog today. Yeah. So I think that's all for today. Only supper left and to watch something, and that's all for that lazy Sunday. As I can, notice, there's nothing interesting inside the room, nothing interesting to film inside the room. Only daily routine and nothing more, but it's not that bad actually, not that bad. Today was kinda good, kinda peaceful day, yeah.